Hello, 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 everybody. Hi, hello. Guys, guess what? We're back. We're back, okay? We are back again for another episode of Tarot Vybez TV, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning back in. Okay, welcome back, everybody. I absolutely love you guys for tuning in. So thank you so much. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. So you guys know how this works every single time. So we're just going to start from the top. Okay, we're just going to start from the top, right? So first and foremost, we're going to thank saints, spirit, ancestors. Okay, we're going to thank our most benevolent entities and energies, right? We're going to thank them all for their love, guidance, and protection during this session, okay? We are going to thank our shadow team and our light team, as above, so below, as within, so without. And we are going to ashe all of the ancestors. Ashe, ashe, ashe. As their story was written, so is our own. So is our own, everybody. Okay, so I hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a good week. Okay, I hope you guys are ready for me to kind of dig around in your business a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna have a straight collective read this week. Okay, to start off, before we even turned the camera on, I did a card pull for the collective from the Shaman's Oracle deck. Okay, this is one of my favorite oracle decks, and every time I use this oracle deck, I always read from the book because I like to get the full messages. Okay, intuitive interpretations are always good, but sometimes the messages that they actually put in the books are great as well, right? So during my little meditation for the collective here, the card pull I got was the Ancestor of Protection. Okay, we got this Ancestor of Protection card. Okay, so we're going to read what Shaman's Oracle says for the Ancestor of Protection. Okay, this says, I am the Ancestor of Protection. I guard the spirit of the one who invokes my power, keeping him or her true to their innate sense of being. I bring strength and energy to those who call upon me and guide them to find a safe harbor for their journey. I stand as a primal ancestor and companion on the hardest paths you travel. As you embark on any new enterprise, I will stay beside you and protect you from the assaults of opponents or detractors. So that was beautiful, okay? That was beautiful. So this Ancestor of Protection is saying, you know, what I have put together, let no man tear apart, right? They're saying you always have you always have a spirit or a warrior on your side. There's always somebody there that's going to be protecting you, making sure you're good, making sure nothing ever happens to you, right? Even when you have those bumps and bruises, that's them saying, we had to do this for you. We had to do this to you so that you can see what's coming for you, right? So this Ancestor of Protection, they're here to give you strength. They're here to give you guidance, right? They're here to give you that guardianship, that protection, okay? So don't feel like there's nobody going to war for you, because there is always somebody going to war for you, okay? And because these Ancestors of Protection help us, right? We should not be afraid to help others. So this is also a call saying, just as I protect you, you might need to protect somebody else, right? Just as I've cradled you and embraced you, there might be somebody else here that needs cradling or embracing. Okay, so this is also a call to help somebody if they need it. If you see somebody that genuinely needs your help, don't be afraid to give that assistance. Don't be afraid to step up and be that help, be that protector. Speak up for that person who seemingly won't speak up for themselves or can't speak up for themselves, okay? Because a lot of times we're in situations where we know kids are being hurt or abused and we're afraid to say something. And Spirit is saying they need protection, and you might be the person to protect them. It could be a female friend of yours or even a male friend of yours, somebody in an abusive relationship, physically, mentally, right? Be their protector, stick up for them, help them. So Spirit is really saying, don't be afraid to be a protector to somebody else because somebody is protecting you. right? So when you know somebody's protecting you, you tend to walk a little more fearless. You tend to talk a little more fearless, right? So there might be somebody around you who they don't realize that they have a protector. And so they're not fearless. They allow people to manipulate them and use them and put them in places where they don't even feel comfortable. Okay? So this ancestor of protection, be a protector to somebody. Okay? Be a protector to somebody. Ancestor of protection. Let me get a clarifier here. Or some co-signing cards for this ancestor of protection. Let's see exactly where we're going here with our ancestor of protection card. Inner temple and the age of light. Ooh. So this inner temple card, right? What are we protecting? What are we protecting? These inner temples, right? Everybody in this day and age, everybody is striving to protect themselves on some level. You don't want people talking about you. You don't want people making you feel some sort of way. You disconnect from everybody. You don't want to argue with people, right? That's protection. That's self-preservation, right? So this says devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Okay? So inner temple, finding time and space to devote to yourself, finding time and space to unwind, finding time and space to even figure out, do you really feel protected? Are you in spaces where, am I in spaces where me not feeling protected kind of made me separate from myself? So now there's seemingly two of me, right? There's this version of me and this version of me. And that's because this version of me didn't feel loved, didn't feel guided, didn't feel protected, didn't feel like I had somebody that listened. I didn't feel understood. I didn't feel nurtured, right? So this inner temple card is really saying, focus on that heart space. Focus on making your heart space as light as a feather, right? Focus on ascending your inner self to the highest level it can possibly or potentially go. Everybody's so focused nowadays on material things. Everybody's so focused on the outer. Everybody's, I got to get a BBL, and I got to get fake teeth, and I got to get this, and I got to get that. All the while, they don't communicate. They're emotionally unavailable. They don't know how to express, right? They don't know how to give or receive in a healthy manner, right? So much more goes, so much more should be coming into play when we're talking about what we are and who we are as individuals, not just the outside. So this is a cry for a lot of us to stop, do some soul searching, do some inner work, rebuild those inner temples from the inside out. There's no reason why you can't. There's no, oh, I'm just this way, right? Some people go, oh, you know, this is just the way I am, so you just got to accept it. Right? I accepted it, so you just got to accept it. And then they look later down the line and nobody accepted it. They're seemingly by themselves, right? People don't have to put up with bad vibes, bad energy, right? People don't have to put up with people that don't know how to do certain things and be just decent human beings. People don't have to put up with that. Not because they're family, not because they're friends, not because they're potential lovers or mates, wives, you know, children. Some people don't realize your children bear the brunt of the things you think you hide. To the outside world, you can paint a picture that you've got everything together, but your children bore the brunt of the real you your whole life or their whole life, right? So some people kind of need to do some introspecting and really take a look. You know, there could be a reason why your children don't really call you. There could be a reason why your friends and family don't really come and see you. There could be reasons why. Okay? The age of light. You've been training for this for a lifetime. So if we go back to this ancestor of protection, right, and this inner temple, we can take this a completely different way now that we added this on. This could be telling you, don't be afraid to step into your potential because you're protected. You've done the inner temple work, and now you can't be afraid to step into your potential. You can't be afraid to step where they're trying to lead you, right? This could be a good indicator that you're holding on to something that you need to share with the world. You're holding on to something that has been given to you so you can give it to others. Okay? So the age of light, this is calling all my healers to the front. This is calling all of my light workers to the front, right? All of my intuitives, all of my empaths, all of my workers, right? This is calling everybody to the front. This is saying almost long gone is the time where we had to hide. Okay, there is no hiding. There's no reason for us to hide, right? So this is saying don't be afraid. Do not be afraid, because you weren't given these gifts to be not protected. That's not what you were given. Spirit didn't bring you here at this time in this day and age for you to be a martyr. Okay? A few of us, yes. But for the most part, no. They put you here so you can help the people on your assignment. They put you here so you can spread a light and be a light. Okay, they put you here for divine purposes and reasons. So step into your divinity. Okay, step into your divinity, right? Let's get a tarot card. Let's get a tarot card for this age of light. Excuse me, this age of light card. Why, oh why? Ancestor protection, inner temple, and age of light. Okay, the two of Wands, the Hierophant, and Temperance. Two of Wands, Hierophant, and Temperance. So some of you guys might have realized that it's time for you to go. Some of you guys might be saying to yourself, I've outgrown where I'm at, and maybe I can maximize my potential somewhere else. Maybe the people I need to help now are somewhere else. I might have to take this show on the road, right? Some of you guys might be saying, I don't feel protected, so I need to leave, right? I'm thinking about leaving this situation because it's weighing really heavily on me that I'm not safe here. So now I'm trying to figure out my escape route. Now I'm trying to figure out what's next. Where am I going to go? How am I going to plan this out, right? Because this is a person that's planning an escape. This is a person that's properly planning their next move, right? So you could be planning, trying to figure out how to get away from this situation where you're not feeling protected. You could be trying to figure out how to reach the next people on your assignment, okay? The Hierophant. So if this were upright, right, because it came in reverse, but if this Hierophant card were upright, I would be telling you, find a space of solitude. But this is just confirming what I just said with the Age of Light card. It's already in you. Now you got to share it. Okay? You've already did the work. You have to share now. You can't harbor. You have to not be afraid to put yourself out there. You not putting yourself out there is doing a disservice to your soul and your spirit. Okay? So the Hierophant card. This is also a good indicator that, again, that inner work that you've been doing is starting to pay off, right? You're starting to see this inner work kind of shining through. You're starting to realize, oh, maybe I do like meditating. Maybe I do like binaural beats and singing bowls, right? Maybe I do like these cute little crystals, right? This could be you coming into the realization that, hey, maybe the life path that I was on is or was not for me. It was good for me because of the circumstances that I was in, and it helped me to navigate. But now that I'm coming into this other space, I don't need it. I don't need it. Okay? And then last, you have this Temperance card. Okay, last but not least, you have the Temperance card here. And this Temperance card, so every time I see the Temperance card, it makes me think of that saying from the Serenity Prayer, right? Lord, grant me the strength to accept the things that I cannot change. Okay? So this is really a good indicator. This is a really good indicator that there are things that you want to change and things that you can't change. And the things that you can't change are the things that you have to learn to accept, right? Those are the things that you really have to learn to sit within your soul. Somebody did something to you all these years ago. You might not need an apology from them. You might just need to give that to yourself, right? So we accept these things. And if we're going to keep in line with the second string here, right? This is you saying, you know, I accept the fact that I have these gifts. I accept them. I accept these gifts with open arms. And now I'm ready to explore, right? I accept it. I'm ready to explore. I'm ready to step into the unknown, right? I'm ready to kind of balance out so that I can present a whole being to the collective, to the world, to myself, if nothing else, to myself, okay? So this spread is giving me really good energy, because this spread is saying, you know, in one token, be the help to somebody, be the protector to somebody. Don't be afraid to explore every single part of you. Don't be afraid to press people that might be the people that are putting other people in danger. This can be I could take this spread so many different ways at this point, right? I noticed too, though, we have lots of doubles on the board with the inner temple and the temperance card. So again, this is calling for balance, right? This is calling for balance. Shout out to all the dual signs, right? Pisces, Gemini, Libra, okay? Cancer, I think, kind of falls under that too, right? So balance is the name of the game, right? We are really working on balancing out who we are, who we were, who we want, where we're, what we want, where we're going. These emotions, right? These emotions, because you could be stuck here in a situation where you're not safe because of these emotions. Oh, you know, I feel like this person loves me, or I feel like this person wouldn't kill me. They wouldn't do anything really to harm me. But the things they're doing are literally killing you slowly from the inside. Okay? It's one thing about stress and anxiety. It literally eats your body. People can be stressed to the point where they're losing weight and don't know why they're losing weight, because that stress eats at your body, okay? So be very, 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 very mindful if you're putting your body in conditions where it's having to eat itself, or it's having to, because you also get very adverse reactions, okay? Every single emotion does something to an organ in your body, right? You could be affecting your heart. You could be affecting your lungs. You could be affecting your liver, your intestine, okay? So just make sure that you keep a healthy balance in your life, right? Because that's the other part of balance, being healthy with it, not overindulging and then feeling like, oh, for 2 days since I overindulged, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. No, find a happy, healthy medium with everything that you do, even relationships. There can't be codependencies, one-sided codependencies, because most relationships, well, all relationships that are one-sided codependencies, they never work. They never work. They work as long as the person who's dependent is happy, but the second the other person who's being used wakes up, it's over. It's over, right? So check codependencies, check the things that are keeping you unbalanced, okay? Make sure that you are stepping into your highest self, right? That light being, that great energy, that giving energy, right? The more you give, the more you receive. I think I say that multiple shows. I think I've said that now. The more you give, the more you receive. And you can't give with the expectation of receiving. You have to just give, and spirit will give it back. Okay? So let's see. What do we have here? 2 of Wands, Hierophant, and the Temperance card. 2 of Wands, Hierophant, and the Temperance card. Okay, let me just get a spirit card for that. Yeah, tell me what y'all want to say about that. Tell me what you want to say about that, please and thank you. Oh, they don't want to tell me in this. Okay. Sorry, guys. So when I shuffle the cards, right, a little FYI, when I shuffle the cards, I can tell what deck they're going to give me the message from, because they literally will be like, no, this isn't it. Nope. Shuffle the other deck. So 2 of Wands, Hierophant in reverse. There you go. And the Temperance card. See how quick that came out? Okay, we're going to flip this because it did kind of land. Oh, okay. So, yep, we'll put this in. Ask and receive. Ask and receive. Divine timing. Oh, okay. Harmony and resolution. So this is absolutely perfect. When I say these cards are absolutely perfect, okay, this ancestor of protection. So harmony and resolution, they are going to bring some harmony into this situation. They are going to smooth out the emotions of the people, cool things down, right? They are going to, I'm not saying this to tell you to stay. I'm saying this to say they might give you a resolution, which gives you your out, so you can leave. So I need you to pay attention to all of the signs and everything that's going on around you, because they are going to put you in a space where they're going to give you an out. Okay, so harmony and resolution. Divine timing. When is it going to happen? In divine timing. They're going to make a way for you when you're really ready. So you might be running to people all the time saying, oh my God, I'm ready, I'm sick of this stuff, but you stay. And so now people in your life know that as much as you cry and complain, you're going to stay, right? So divine timing is spirit saying, we are going to resolve this when we know you're really ready, and not a moment before. Not a moment before. Right? So everything's going to happen here in divine timing. You are going to get that harmony and resolution that you are looking for. But every day you should be doing this, asking so you can receive. Weren't we just talking about asking and receiving, or receiving, giving so you can receive, right? So not just give so you can receive, but don't be afraid to ask to receive. Don't be afraid to wholeheartedly say, I'm sick of this situation and I'm looking for some harmony and resolution. Spirit, can you please handle this in divine timing? Can you please handle this in divine timing? I'm not rushing you, Spirit, right? God, Spirit, whatever you want to call it. I'm not rushing you. I'm just asking you to remove this weight when you know it's time. And I'm accepting the Temperance card, right? I'm accepting of when you say the time is right. Because I also have to accept the fact that I'm the one that put me here, right? I also have to take accountability that it was my actions that led me to this very space, right? And for my spiritualist that I was talking to, second string, right? To my spiritualist I was talking to, this is saying that guidance that you might need to help find your divine space within your inner temple here and shed that light. Ask them what your purpose is. Ask them to bring the people to you on your assignment. Ask them to show you how to walk in divinity, and they will show you, okay? Ask them to resolve your inner temple issues. Ask them to show you how to bring harmony to yourself so you can be this light, right? And your gifts. So I get this a lot. People inbox me and say, Leslie, you know I can do this, or I feel like I can do this. My grandmother was this, my mom was this, when's my turn? How come I feel like I'm forcing it? How come I feel like, and it's like, because it's divine timing. Spirit knows what you want, but Spirit said, well, we can't give it to you, honey, because you ain't ready to wield it. If you were going to use this power the way we intended for you to use it, then you would have it. But you're caught up on this, you're caught up on that, you're this, that, and the third, so we can't give it to you yet. So some of you guys know you have something, you're just not sure when it's going to fully kick in, and it will, in divine timing. You will start to meeting the people from your soul tribe, your soul partner, your soul mate, in divine timing, right? Everything's going to seemingly roll out before you in divine timing. Now's not the time for some of us, right? For some of us, we have just a little bit more work we need to do. For some of us, we have to sit just a little bit longer and marinate, okay? We got to marinate. It's like cooking, food. Sometimes you got to let it marinate so that it's ready. It's got to be right when you go to cook it. It's got to be well seasoned, well flavored, right? So Spirit is saying, don't try to rush. You cannot rush greatness. You cannot rush perfection. And whatever spirit is doing to you is in the air of perfection. It might not be perfection to somebody else, but trust me, they know exactly what they're doing for you. We are all perfect the way we are, whether we realize it or not. You don't have extras. You weren't born with any extras, right? Everything about you is perfect. Every single hair follicle, everything. So Spirit is really saying, don't be afraid here. Don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't try to rush anything. Let everything come in divine timing. This move too, right? This move that whoever this is contemplating or trying to figure out, that's going to happen in divine timing. So that could be another thing here. Whoever this is trying to figure out, where am I going? When am I going to move? When am I going to get out of here? Spirit is like, hey, relax. We need you to make sure you have all the money. We need you to make sure you have security where you're going. We need you to make sure of all these little things before we can just send you out, before we can send you out into the wild, right? Isn't that the passage? Something about sending you out into the wild as sheep. Nobody wants to be out in the wild as a sheep. We want to be out in the wild as wolves. Okay, we want to know purpose. We want to know if anything comes, we have the strength to handle it. We want to know if anything should happen to arise or occur. I know I'm protected. There's certain things we want to know before we just step out. Okay, but don't be afraid to step out on faith. Okay. So one more time, we're going to sum it up. Then we're going to get up out of here. Make sure I pulled all the... Okay, wait. Now, before we get out of here, okay, one card to close out. And then we are out of here. Inner power. There we go. Guys, inner power on our way out the door. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. There you go. Okay, that I think sums all of this up. So you're going to need the power to leave. You're going to need the power to be somebody's protector. You're going to need the power, that inner power to step into your divinity. You're going to need that inner power to know that you are great and then to help others be great and unlock themselves. Step into that inner power. Okay, don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that. Okay, because the more you fear it is the more you're holding yourself back. The more you fear it is the more you're locking and blocking yourself in. And that's the last thing we want to do, right? Right. All right, guys. So we're going to get up out of here. Okay. We are going to get up out of here. I absolutely love you guys for tuning in. Okay. I can't thank you guys enough. Everybody that pops in, tunes in. Okay. Make sure you're watching this show both on air and online. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. You guys know how I leave you all the time, right? Same thing every week, right? Top of your head, soles of your feet, everything in between. Be healthy, guys. Okay, be healthy, healthy, healthy. Our health is our true source of wealth. So if we don't have our health, we legit don't have anything else. Okay? Your physical health affects your spiritual and emotional health, and your spiritual and emotional health affect your physical health. So just be healthy all across the board. All right, guys? I'm out of here. Deuces.